Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, Hyderabad. Structural engineering, reinforcement concrete. I'm Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. I explained in the previous videos one-way slabs, simply supported slab. Here, I will explain how to design continuous slabs. These are designed by using IS code 456-2000. Here, if you see, this is for example L by Lx. See here, Ly by Lx whenever is greater than 2, this is a single one-way slab. Okay. See, we are assuming there are 3 or 4 spans having uniform distributed load UDL. See, spans do not differ by more than 15%. So each span approximately around within limit of 15%. See here, we'll see class 22.5. Here 22.5. What is that class? If you see this one table, moment shear coefficients, that is table, this table. So whenever continuous bending moment is there, is given IS 456 table 12 for dead load, imposed load near the middle of end span, we have to take 1/12 positive, and at middle 1.16, and its support negative, that is minus 1/10. At the interior supports 1/12. Imposed load not fixed here 1/10, 1/12. Here 1 minus 1/9, 1/9. Similarly, shear coefficients 0.6 at the support, middle 0.6, and inner support 0.5, and other interior supports 0.5. So this table is very important in calculating in continuous movements, continuous slabs movement and shear forces from IS 456 class 22.5 table 12. So from this one we will substitute these values to calculate movement and shear forces. So this is one of the important one. This same table have taken a frame table and 12. So here, to solve the problem for continuous slabs, the procedure is the same. See here, live load may be given or not given. We can assume that one. There are two cases. So we assume and moment and shear. Dead load, live load, fixed, and moment of coefficient equal to alpha into WU into LX into LX, that is alpha W LX square. Okay. Here VU, coefficient of shear, is equal to alpha W LX, where alpha is calculated from the table 12 and 13. Coefficient for moment, coefficient for shear. Okay. Here, suppose there is a span. Sagging is in the between. That means if you see here, what is sagging and this one, see, suppose here is a straight line. See, suppose you have a, like here, I will draw in. See, I will clear these things. See, I will draw one line, right? See, this is one line. See, you have number of 4 columns. Okay. For example, right, this is one column. This is one column, right? See, if we extended like this, same. So this is, here is one more column. So if you see bending moment, sagging here, how is your bending moment? If you see here, roughly I will draw, see your movement will be sagging. See in simplify supported, what is bending moment? At the mid of the span. That's why we will provide at the mid. See here, if you see bending moment diagram will be like this. Okay, I think you can draw neatly in your books, right? See here, top, bottom, right? Like this. This is head, this is middle, this is interior next to edge, this is interior, this is interior, this is interior. Here, hanging. So here, hanging movement, right? So hanging movement. Here, sagging. So here, sagging, here, hanging. In this way, interior support to, this is support to next, right? And these are interior supports. If you see, these are interior support. This is next. As per table, because as per table given end and next to end support, these alpha values, sagging moments are calculated from the our table 12 and 13 of your IS 456. So here, wherever sag and hang moment, here we have to provide bars. As we observed earlier, okay. See, this is one of the important concept in the continuous slabs. Here, for example, one-way continuous slab is there, 14 meters by 18 meters, measured to center of width wall 230 mm. Beams are spaced 3.5 meters center. Live load given 3 kilonewton per meter square. Floor finish given 1 kilonewton per meter square. And grade of concrete M20 and grade of steel FE 415. Here all the data given. See, width of your span is 3.5 meters center to center. Okay, and at the edge this dotted 230 mm, right? This is the problem. You have to understand the first plan, observe the problem, see the y, and this is equal to 8 meters, that is 14 meters by 18 meters. Okay, see here 8 by 3.5, all one way slabs. Okay, and first one step is the same as our previous problem. All sides are edges are supported on one or two edges is continuous. Ly by Lx equal to 8 by 3.5. As I said, it is greater than 2, that is 2.29, and it is declared as one-way slab, one-way continuous slab by seeing your plan in the given problem. And trial depth we have taken here 32 because it is continuous. Previously we have taken 25. Here for continuous slabs 30, 35 as we observed in IS 456. Here depth assumed 110 because here we have to take maximum depth, because again otherwise in shear failures again we have to redesign. So safe side you take more value here. If you take 35 you will get still less. That's why 30. Even you can take here 30. And assume clear cover is 20 mm as previous problem. Diameter of the bar, and as I calculated total depth is 135 mm. See, we know total depth. Next step is calculation of loads. Dead load, how to calculate? RCC unit is 25 kilonewton per meter cube, and self weight is equal to 0.1. This is total depth 0.135 as seen before. That is equal to 3.375 kilonewton per meter square. Similarly, floor finishing, this is given data, nothing. 1 kilonewton per meter square. Live load is given 3 kilonewton per meter square. Total load is here 7.35 5 kN per meter square. Factor load we got 11.06 kN per meter square. So similarly, we have to calculate effective span 3.5 meters. So factor loads we calculate. Limit state for collapse we have to take load per strip length 11.06 kilonewton per meter. Here sagging moment as we have taken from the table 12 and 16, end span, interior span 1 by 12, 1 by 12. So this is moments. This is maximum moment, and here at the interior support 1 by 10. So 13.5. If you design for 13.5 kilonewton meter, the structure is safe side. So here the same thing, 0.361, that is 0.138 FCK BD square or 0.36 FCK XU lever arm. That you got that 3 kilonewton per meter. With this is design moments. So from this we'll calculate area of steel at bottom and top supports. Okay, from these two we will get. That's why if you understand the previous problem, is very easy. We calculate area of steel at the bottom, area of steel at the top, and according to our rules, what is the minimum area required? 0.12%. And spacing of bars, we have to provide it span region, support region. That is 260 mm, here 214, which are less than 3D and 300 mm. So this is way spacing, that is 10 mm bar, 250 mm main reinforcement, and 10 mm bar to 100 mm center to center. In this way, we have to calculate, solve the problem, and of this to this continuous slab. This is the slab. You have to draw triangle like this, and I will show next topics in the next video. Thank you all.